It's an amazing day today. It's sunny. It feels breezy. It's just the perfect day to be outside. Okay? Now, we are finally finished with the hard part. And I gotta turn the camera around and show you guys what I'm talking about. Because without showing you, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But I'm excited. Yes. Okay, so I'm down in the back here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk you guys around and show you everything that we got done so far that looks absolutely beautiful. You hear me? Beautiful. So my husband is about to start cutting the grass, so if the noise gets too much, what I'm gonna do is just show you. You'll see it, and we're gonna play some music behind that. Okay, that's just in case. Okay, because I do want to give you guys an update on some of the blooms, the flowers and stuff like that is absolutely blooming their head off. Now you guys know, or for some of you already know, that we had a lot of rain, and because of that rain, a lot of things are up and blooming. Some of them are going out of bloom, but they're looking amazing in the process. So I do want to give you guys that update so you can see it. Now clearly behind me there, it just God, that just says something right there. It also says, yep, you're about to spend some money on some plants. It's saying, oh, this spot looks absolutely beautiful. And it's saying once again, yeah, you're about to spend some money on some plants. Okay, so let me walk you guys and show you. I'm going to turn the camera around. Okay, so we're going to start around here and then go all the way around. So this is one of the large pollinating garden that I created over here. Remember, this here was the section that have the arborvitaes that I want to create for privacy, and over here is what had the pollinated garden. So what I did was just combine both of them, so I got that swoop of a very large garden bed, and I just give it a swoop. I didn't design it in no particular way or order. I just give it a swoop. And what you're actually seeing here is all, oh, I'm sorry guys, my dog is barking. Okay, so what you're seeing is the whole section that we created, and we put bricks around it. The bricks around it is to give it that definition, to define the bed properly without having to like do all this trimming and digging and all this stuff. We didn't want to do that, so what we did was just put the bricks to define it. And we're gonna trim around the bricks so it's gonna look a lot more neat, but I was too excited to show you guys before all that happened. And he is cutting the grass, so the trimming and all this stuff is gonna happen. But when you come over to this side, you can see it's from all the way around here. Let's see if I can open this frame a little wider. There we go. So it comes all the way from around there and come, and then it go back over there. And I'm gonna take you around to the other side so you can see that too. Now ignore the stuff on the patio. We're working on all that, and I'm gonna explain about that as well. So when you come over this side, you see I brought the bricks all the way around here and over here, so it took a nice swoop. And again, more plants, more money. That's, or more money, more plants. That's how we got to do it, you know. Where we want, you know, that beauty in the garden, that's how it goes. So in this section here, now the reason for turning the bricks in this corner, although we have this pathway, the concrete, I turned the bricks in because I don't want the mulch to come up on the concrete. I want the mulch to stay in the bed. And my dog have a habit of digging stuff out, so I'm trying to secure this as much as I can so I don't have to be fussing too much later, you know. So I brought the bricks in here. Now I left a part of it open. As you can see, there's a cardboard down there. That's where we throw the mulch on. But I wanted to leave this part open and kind of define and clean up the edge here. But I'm really thinking long and hard about it. And my husband wants us to put some more bricks and close it up. I wanted to keep it open so that I can freely like walk into the path. So I wanted to be able to walk in there freely without having to, you know, jump over the bricks or anything like that. I also was thinking about putting some stepping stones in here so that whenever I'm planting stuff in here, I would be stepping on stepping stones versus the mulch, you know. But I'm thinking about doing a whole lot of stuff in this bed. And my husband is saying, just, you know, just plant. Just put flowers, you know. But we'll see. As time goes by, I'm going to figure out exactly what I want to do here. Now, we're going to talk about this area right here. So this area here, you can see a lot of pots, flowers are popping out. You know, let me tell you, this here is a whole nother story. Now I put 2 bulbs in here of this flower, and I put some other bulbs in here so that I can get, you know, a nice big bloom, whatever. It didn't turn out that way. One of the bulbs came up and both bulbs are blooming. I don't know what happened to the other bulb. It looks here like one was coming up here, and then over here is another bulb. I'm not sure what's going on with this, but I'm definitely going to be taking it out of this pot so I can plant something else in these pots. So as you can see, it's a beautiful bulb. I don't remember the name of it. If I do, I'm going to put the name on the screen. But yeah, I wanted to have this pot nicely decked out with bulbs, but that didn't happen. Anyway, all these pots down here have bulbs in it as well, but I don't see any progress, like nothing is coming up. So I might just, you know, plant something else in those pots if the bulbs are not coming up. Actually, I can see some action. There you go. There's some of them popping up. Yeah. There's some action. It's just not popping up as fast enough for me, you know. Guys, this viburnum, you should have seen it in action. I know I did a short video of it and now it's going out of bloom, but this looks so beautiful when it bloomed. The rain fall and it knocked off a lot of the blooms, but it looks so, the spring blooms on this viburnum was absolutely beautiful. And I would love to get one more of this plant. The thing is about these viburnums is once it's bloomed during the spring, for the rest of the season it's just a green shrub, and it's nice. It has a beautiful structure. So, and I know it's gonna get really big unless I contain it, which is what I plan to do. I am gonna contain it, you know. But absolutely beautiful plant, beautiful. Anyway, talking about over here again, for the past few days with the rain, yesterday we had extremely heavy winds and it just knocked all this stuff down. So back here was a mess. Now my plants are up here. I want to see if we can find like a nice bistro set or something to just put up here and deck it out with some plants. Or maybe a bench. Maybe a bench wouldn't look good up here. Maybe a nice little bistro set with an umbrella. You know, when you get tired, you sit right there. If I come out of my basement, I can sit right there. You know, stuff like that. I'm just thinking about it. I'm thinking really hard about it. I would love to put something in this area. Even down here, I would love to put some more plants, like all in front there. Everything I want to get decked out. a lot of my vegetables, I got all the raised beds, the soil refreshed. So there's fresh compost in these beds. And I run back the irrigation. I just need to plant them up. We also need to turn on the irrigation because things are getting pretty dry out here pretty fast. Like with the winds and all that, it's getting dry really, really fast. So I'm gonna have to start working on that part. Now, talk about over here. Look at this. Look at these. Look at this. This is fulling out. I want to believe this is a lilac, and when it fulls out, it gives you these big purple blooms. Besides all the others over here that gives me pink blooms, over here give me a beautiful purple bloom that looks very beautiful, but it's also prone to disease. I noticed that every spring it gets powdery mildew or so. So I think I'm gonna try to work on this to see if I can get my blooms for this spring. And because my neighbor cut her trees down, guys, back here the sun is just moving in. Okay, so let's just admire this whole cemetery right here. Look at that. Doesn't that look pretty? Just think about using your imagination. Think about when you put in a bunch of plants in here. Ah, good mercy. Whew. Anyway, so over here we got the bricks put down. It wasn't as straight and perfect because what I noticed is when we put it down, first of all, we run into a little bit of roots from the ground in order to like set the bricks in there. And so really honestly, I didn't really care too much about getting it extremely straight. So this in my eyes is perfect. It's perfect. It's just laid out. It's gonna define the little bit of pathway of grass and the garden bed, and that to me is beautiful. Because once I plant stuff here, the soil, the plant, nothing is going anywhere because it's separated. Okay, so I'm actually just loving this, and all the trees are starting to come out really fast, and I believe they're coming out really fast because they're getting more sunlight. Now, do I consider this bed a shade bed still? No. It's about 6 something in the evening and the sun is still high on this bed. During the day today, the sun was so much in the back here. There's nothing back here. I don't know if I can consider it shade anymore. Uh-oh, my husband is coming through with the lawnmower. Yeah, I don't know if I consider it shade anymore, only because the sun is so much in here. And I said I don't know if I was gonna like it or hate it, or so. I kind of like it because when I go to the store, every plant that I want to pick up or fall in love with is a full sun plant or a sun to shade plant, which requires 6 or more hours of sun. So I think I'm loving that this area is getting a lot of sun. Now, when these trees get bigger, I may get a little bit shade, a little bit more shade. But these trees they're big, but they're not that big. You know what I mean? Now, if the canopy kind of cluster together, then I'm gonna get somewhat of shade. But it's still gonna be like a part sun, part shade kind of deal. It's not gonna be like a shade, sun to shade, or it's still gonna be open because the trees are not big enough. So let me step back so you can see this, the full length of this bed. More plants, more money. More money, more plants. Yep, that's how I see it. So, but I absolutely love this. My garden beds, I really gotta pay close attention. I want to do so much, guys. So much. Anyway, time. Everything takes time. And you know, although I want to do so much, I don't even have the time on my hand to do certain things because I do have a full-time job, you know. Anyway, in this corner here. So in this corner here is where I plan to make a vegetable garden as well, over in this section. So I started pouring, you know, putting some compost over here to see like how it's gonna, you know, I want to make sure over here the soil is very rich, very healthy, so I can plant vegetables. But talk about shaded area or sun. Now there is a large tree over this area, and this tree has not filled out yet. So this might be the corner that gets a little bit of shade. I'm thinking so, because so during the day you get a lot of sun. Right now it still has a little bit of sun, but not much. It's not the blazing hot sun in this corner. So I don't know, when the tree fill out, will it still be a sunny spot, or will it be like a shaded spot? And then I gotta know what vegetables to put in this corner, because I don't want it to get too much shade, you know what I mean? So I guess I would like to say I'm working on it. You know, I am gonna put some seeds down here soon, pretty soon, probably through in this week. I might put some seeds, sow some seeds in the ground and see how this go, like see what happens. Maybe right in this corner here that I already put some compost, I might just put some seeds there and see what happens before I start putting stuff all over there, you know what I mean? So anyway, over here is starting to fill out as well. I got, now this is where I have a lot of what do you call this, oh my god, heucheras and oh my goodness, guys, that I'm trying to get my head wrapped around this to say what it is. But anyway, I got heucheras and stuff in this bed that are shaded plants, and so over here it gets some heavy sunlight over here. At least that's what I'm noticing right now. I also have a little pear tree in here that is blooming. I don't know if I'm gonna get anything from this pear tree, fingers crossed, because every year it gets, you know, the leaves and the blooms and nothing happens. And I think that's one of the reasons why I put it back here, just in case it doesn't give me any fruit. It would be a nice structure, you know, so I put it back here. But we'll see. Let's hope this year it gives me something. But for the life of me, I can't remember. Anyway, shaded plants, guys, shaded plants. You're gonna notice in a lot of my videos, half of the time, so I do remember the name of plants, but sometimes when I'm making my videos, somehow I forget them, you know. I don't retain all the information for the plants very well, so most of the time I read the tags or stuff like that, because somehow it does not stick. Some of them stick, but not all of them. Anyway, moving on. You can see the veggie garden is really coming up and looking very nice. Very, very nice. Very nice. There's a lot of messy areas in the yard, especially over this side. But guys, just give me a week, a couple more days without the rain and stuff. We're gonna get it fixed. We're getting a lot of rain now. Again, over here, a breath of fresh air, y'all. Look at that. So we created this bed right here, and this is on the south side. My husband wants to extend it more. For right now, it's gonna be like this. And these are gonna be my highlights right here. Like, I'm not gonna put any flower. Well, you know what, I take that back, because we allowed to change our minds so many times, and sometimes I say that I'm gonna do something, and then I go to the store and I see the plants and the flowers, and I'm like, oh, this will look perfect over there, you know. So I'm not gonna say it's just gonna be for shrubs or perennials, or I'm just gonna leave it alone. Like it's green, it looks beautiful right now, and I am loving how this bed is looking. I do have two grass like over here. I have a grass in there. These are the blue, whew, the blue something grass. I don't know if they're dead or if they're coming back. I'm gonna watch to see if they're coming back. If not, I'm gonna put something else here. But they look alive. I hope they're alive. It looks like something is coming up there. Something green. These are proven winners. Is the blue. I'm gonna look up the name. This one I don't see any. I don't see too much life on that one, but I see life in the other one. So we'll see. We will see. But everything is clean up. Everything is clean up and looking good. Lilac. That's a lilac. And I am getting some blooms from this. Look at that. Everything is coming out, y'all. Love it. And this is my smoke bush that I thought died. This is coming out too. Ooh, love it. It's windy, but it's a good wind. It's a nice cool wind. It's not that hot humid breeze. It just feels good, but it's very windy. Especially now it's starting to pick up some more. So look at that. Ooh. Oh, I forgot to show you guys under this tree. This is under my pear tree. You can see the pear tree is starting to grow back again. I don't think I'm gonna get any pear from that, but it is growing back. So I love it for that. I'm gonna keep spraying it and look around this tree. Ooh, baby. Baby. Ooh. Yes. See, if everything could look this full, this beautiful, if everything could just look like this, I would be so happy. Look at that. Ugh. The yellow and the purple together. Look at that. If everything could only look like this all the time. Yes. And the hydrangeas on this end. This is a blue, I think blue something. I might be wrong. But they're all hydrangeas. These are limelights. And they're all coming back perfectly. The two large pots are going out of bloom. I am going to be changing these pots. They're going out of bloom, y'all. The daffodils under the fruit trees, these are going out of bloom as well. Everybody, like, they just serve their time and they're like, okay, we're finished blooming for you. We are finished blooming. They're just going out now. But the trees are coming in. They're in blossom. This is a apple tree. They're in blossom. This is a peach tree. And this is going out as well. And this is another apple right here. Yep, apple tree. The clematis under this Knockout rose is in bloom. The rose is not in bloom, but the clematis is. Beautiful. And this corner here is, I think this maple tree just got all its leaves in one night. I kid you not. I kid you not. Like it just popped in there. Look at that. Look at these colors. Look at these colors. Oh my goodness. Look at these colors. The blue against the yellow and green and the silver. And the greens and the reds. Look at that. If everything could look like this, like it just looks full. It looks, it just looks perfect. If I can get everything to look like this, always and forever, I would be so grateful. So grateful. So grateful. Oh, yes. I just had to walk you guys back around because, yeah, it's just... Look at that. And then when we come up here to the patio, oh gosh, look. Y'all, the little bit of rain did it. Like, just, have you ever noticed when you get a lot of rain, it doesn't matter how much a plant is struggling, like the rain just helps the plant in so many ways. And just, yes. Okay, this is what I'm talking about, guys. See, we got plants all there. We got a rose coming up back there, and another whatever is back there, I have to cut it back. I forgot the name as well. We already know the deal. And in here, like, it's just missing something. It's missing something right here. Now I do have some more plants are now coming up there, but I feel like this corner is just missing something, so I have to find something and put in this corner. The lavender is blooming its head off, and this is doing so good. So good. I see I got a couple of dead pieces in there that I gotta remove, but this is doing really good. And in this case, for the lavender, if I want to move anything, let's say if I decide to move this one and maybe put it in between here or something, like to fill in this section here, I really do need something to go in this corner. Like, it's just missing something. Other than that, everything else looks so beautiful, so full. The lemony lace elderberries, these are blooming as well. Look at that. I've never really seen them bloom until a few days ago. Perfect. Perfect. Now, the purple leaf sand cherry, which is this one, that is blooming right now too. Purple leaf sand cherry gets really big, and I know I can cut it back. I wanted to take it out because I know this is gonna get really big in this corner here, but I don't know. It's a nice red color and it has beautiful blooms. Maybe I'll just leave it alone and maybe limb it up like a tree or something. I don't know. I think I'll leave it alone. Somehow I wanted to take that out too, but I love the spring blooms on it. There's something coming up back there. Don't know what that is. Guess I'm gonna figure that out soon, because it's coming up. But y'all, the white gila over there is doing pretty good. That was blooming earlier, so I guess it's finished blooming as well. But so nice. See, all around here, I want to tuck some more plants around here just to make it look extremely full. Yes. And the hedge is doing good as well. So we're gonna go back here. Oh, I forgot my maple. My maple is doing good as well. It is now filling out and falling back into place. Okay, so I'm trying to hide myself away from the sun, from the sunlight, because it's coming straight in. And like I said, since my neighbor removed her trees, like every part of my back shaded area became full sun areas. It's like, am I gonna get any shade? Unless, you know I am still gonna get some shade, but I believe that shade is gonna be provided from my large trees. It's not gonna be my neighbor's trees anymore, because most of them, she cut them down. Am I sad or happy about it? I am happy. Now I realize I'm more happy about it because my vegetable garden is gonna get more sunlight, and I think that's the reason that I'm gonna really be happy. You see, for the flower garden, I can put shaded plants, or I could put part sun, part shade, stuff like that. I can have a balance. But with the vegetable garden, I need the full sun for the vegetable garden. So I am happy that the trees are gone, because my vegetable garden is gonna be happy. With every other spot in the yard, if I have shaded plants that I need to remove and try to think about a spot to put them, I am gonna do so. Yes, you might hear me fuss a little bit, like, oh, I don't have a shaded spot, or this part is too sunny. And that comes with gardening. Like, I'm gonna do that no matter what, because by tomorrow I'm gonna forget what I'm telling you, and I'm gonna be fussing about the sun coming into my bathroom window. Okay? So just bear with me. Just indulge my madness. Anyway, about putting down the bricks around the garden beds it felt good. Like, I was excited with my husband to do it, because he wanted to put bricks as well. So I was really happy to do that. Putting down the mulch that became like a full-blown project. Now, in the beginning, we used to use about maybe like a pallet and a little bit more of mulch. This time around, we used 2 pallets and just a little more. Like, that was so much mulch to bring in and spread all over the yard. Now, we had to do that because I created two full-blown garden space, and in the midst of creating that, we increase a little bit more on what used to be the shaded garden bed. So I got a lot of spots to plant. But again, you're gonna be spending more money on plants, which almost seems very exciting, but on the other end is like, huh? You create more space to plant, you gotta spend more money. But we do the things that makes us happy. Okay, we do things that makes us happy. Being out here and gardening, it makes me happy. Being in my house and decorating my house, it makes me happy. Going and cooking some food and people enjoying the taste of your food, that makes me happy. So I make videos about everything. Okay, not my entire lifestyle, but the things that really do make me happy. I try to capture those moments, until I really can't do it anymore. So I'm really enjoying this. I'm enjoying the space. I'm enjoying the time out here with my husband, because although he loves to see the garden and stuff, gardening is not really his thing. Gardening is my thing. Like, he'll come out here and help me if I ask him, or he might make suggestions that seems really nice, and I would be like, oh, are you gonna come and help me? And he'll come out here and help me, like putting the bricks around the garden bed. He felt really good doing that. He loved how it looked when it was done, but by the time it was done, he was like, you got to put some more plants in there. And I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. Because what he don't know is, yeah, we got to spend some more money on plants. You know, but it makes me happy. It made him happy when he was putting the bricks around there, because he loved the space, how it's looking. So right now we're thinking about other small stuff. We want to put like some more seating areas. Like, we don't have seating areas in the garden. Like right now I'm sitting on the stairs. I'm sitting on my patio stairs. You know, so we want a little bit more seating area, like maybe to get a bistro set and put it some part of the concrete, so you can actually sit down and relax on the umbrella, versus going all the way up on the patio. You can just relax there, you know, when you come out to the basement. We got a lot of plans for that. Hopefully I'm hoping all that going to works really soon. I saw a nice bench at Costco, and I saw some at this place, Big Lots, and there's like 3 different places I saw some nice benches, and it's not heavy benches. It's like, they're not very heavy and they're not lightweight, like the wind one shouldn't be able to blow it away, you know what I mean? So things like that we want to see, you know, get a bench or 2, a bistro set, you know, put it all over in the yard so you can actually sit down and relax. And now that we have Nala, which is my dog, in case you don't know, she's running all over and doing a whole lot, you know. Sometimes she makes us run out of breaths and we need that seat to sit down, okay? So we're thinking about putting some more stuff in the yard. I gotta fix my greenhouse still. I still gotta do that. I gotta buy the panels and see if we can fix it back, because I really don't want to get rid of my greenhouse. So maybe we'll try to get the panels and stuff to try to fix that. But guys, I am loving these moments. I am enjoying them. It's just a lot of joy out here, especially this time of the year. Like, the spring is really coming in and everything is awakened or coming into, you know, its own, and it feels good. It feels really good. Anyway, I am gonna end this video here. If you've watched my video and you got even just a little bit of something from it, please remember to subscribe. Subscribing is free. Like and share. It's free, guys. Okay? We can see you watching the videos. Just subscribe. And remember to click on the bell, so each time I post videos, you'll be the first to see it. All right? You guys have an amazing evening. Hope you get a chance to do something amazing, something beautiful. And I will catch you all in my next video. Bye for now.